Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu says that innovation should become a people's movement. Says that Odisha has emerged as a winner for the first time ARIA 2020. The first World Solar Technology Summit will be organized by International Solar Alliance on a virtual platform on 8th of September. Assam Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma addresses press meet, speaks about new rules in education sector. India counts a total of 27,06,450 corona positive cases. USA leading the chart, followed by Brazil. And Indo-Tibetan border police launches a Fit India Freedom Run. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj, and now the details. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today said innovation should become a people's movement. Speaking at the ceremony of announcing the results of Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievements 2020, Naidu said innovation is the need of the hour. He said there should be concerted efforts to inculcate the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among students to make them out-of-the-box thinkers. Naidu stressed on retaining this intellectual leadership and said India must once again emerge as the global hub of learning and innovation. In the ARIA 2020 rankings, IIT Madras again claimed the top spot for best centrally funded institution, followed by IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi. In the category of private institutions, Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, Odisha, has emerged as the winner. For the first time, ARIA 2020 rankings had a special prize category for women-only higher educational institutions.
And made a number of recommendations that will foster innovation.
The first World Solar Technology Summit will be organized by International Solar Alliance, ISA, on a virtual platform on 8th of September. Sharing details of the summit, President of the ISA Assembly and New and Renewable Energy Minister R.K. Singh said Prime Minister Narendra Modi will deliver the inaugural address of the first World Solar Technology Summit, and it will be graced by ministers from member countries from all across all ISA regions. Senior government functionaries, heads of global corporations, financial and multilateral institutions, civil society foundations and think tanks will be present during the inaugural session. Singh said Nobel laureate Dr. M. Stanley Whittingham will present the keynote address during the inaugural ceremony. He said the objective of the event is to bring the spotlight on state-of-the-art technologies as well as next-generation technologies which will provide impetus to the efforts towards harnessing solar energy more efficiently.
और क्या challenges आगे हैं और हम लोग का क्या objective होना चाहिए, दुनिया का क्या objective होना चाहिए, इन सभी विषयों पर विचार करेगी. उस समिट का उद्घाटन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी करेंगे.
Assam Health Minister today briefed a press meet at the Chief Minister Conference Hall at Janata Bhavan in Guwahati. In the press meet, Harba mentioned that schools will be provincialized under Director of Higher Education. 197 high schools, 9 high secondary schools and 149 senior secondary schools will be set up under Director of Higher Education. 27 new colleges will be provincialized. A total of 3,980 teachers will be employed, among which 3,049 will serve under senior category and 931 will serve under higher education level. It was even declared that only for this year, 25% seats will be increased in colleges only for those students who have passed their exams through the council. Harma even mentioned that 22,000 girls who succeeded to pass their higher secondary exams with a first division grade will be awarded a scooty under Pragyan Bharati scheme. It is compulsory for all the teachers to do their COVID test from 21st August to 31st August, he said.
নিজৰ দায়িত্ব পালন কৰে তাৰ বাবে মই অনুৰোধ কৰিছো আমি আজি দিনটোত প্ৰথম পদক্ষেপ হিচাপে 197 খন হাই স্কুলক আমি প্ৰাদেশিকৃত কৰিছো 197 হাই স্কুল আৰু যাক আমি সিনিয়ৰ সেকেন্ডাৰী বুলি কওঁ তাৰমানে আগত জুনিয়ৰ কলেজ তেওঁলোকৰ নাম আছিল এই সিনিয়ৰ সেকেন্ডাৰী আমি 149 সিনিয়ৰ সেকেন্ডাৰী স্কুল বা জুনিয়ৰ কলেজক আমি প্ৰাদেশিকৃত কৰিছোঁ আৰু সৰ্বমুঠ 355
In Assam, the total number of corona cases stands at 79,667, of which 22,733 patients are active carriers of coronavirus. So far, 56,734 patients have been discharged, while the death toll has risen to 197. In Arunachal Pradesh, the total number of coronavirus cases have reached 2,741 and 5 people lost their lives. In Manipur, there are a total of 4,687 cases, whereas 2,734 have recovered. In Mizoram, 789 people were affected, but no deaths were reported. Nagaland reported a total of 3,455 active cases with 8 deaths. Union Health Ministry today said that currently recovered cases are 2.93 times the number of active cases of coronavirus infection in the country. The patients who have recovered from COVID-19 are more than 19.7 lakh, which is 2.93 times the current active cases. Rajesh Bhushan, Secretary, Union Health Ministry, while briefing the media about the prevailing COVID-19 situation in the country, further said that India recorded the highest ever number of tests in the last 24 hours, a little more than 8,99,000. Despite sustained level of 7 to 8 lakh tests a day, the positivity figure has come down from 10.03% to 7.72%, Bhushan said. It was informed in the briefing that the case fatality rate has fallen below 2%.
The export of PPEs is subject to quantitative restrictions, whereas the export of ventilators is free. It is not subject to any quantitative restriction. Now, this is the background. In this background, the applications for export are preferred in the office of DGF.
On today's date, India has a total of 27,06,450 corona positive cases. Among them, 51,955 people lost their lives and 19,78,747 people have recovered so far. With this, the recovery rate in the country improves to 73.18%. In the last 24 hours, the country has moved closer to testing 1 million samples in a day. The National Health Ministry informed that the remarkable feat has been achieved by rigorously following the test, track and treat strategy. While around the world, 1,48,07,589 people have recovered from COVID-19. The total number of active cases are 2,02,69,384. America is still leading the chart with a total of 56,22,000 affected people, whereas Brazil follows with 33,12,027 people. The Health Department has set up screening points in 2 major commercial hubs of Shillong at Kindelaid and Lida to conduct a random testing of people after it failed to trace the source of infection of over 24 persons who had tested positive for COVID-19 recently in the state capital. Director of Health Services Aman War on Sunday informed about it, saying that these cases are without any context and travelling history, and it is yet to be ascertained where from they have got the infection. Of the 24 cases, 12 are from Rilbong, while others are from different localities which include Umpling, Mopat, Kansas Trace, Upper Laban, Jalupara, Losutan and Lai Mukra. The senior medical officer said in view of this, it was felt necessary on the need to have screening points in order to conduct random testing on people. He also informed that they will be doing random testing at Rilbong, Jalupara and the other areas. The flood situation in Assam has improved. According to information from SDRF, 28 villages of Dhemaji, Lokhimpur and Baksa districts are still affected by the flood. 11,962 people have been affected so far. Now, the flood situation of Nauboisa in Lokhimpur district has slightly improved. 13 villages are still reeling under flood waters. The district administration has reached out to provide support to the flood affected people in these villages. Satyapal Malik, Governor of Goa, has been transferred and appointed as the Governor of Meghalaya. Bhagat Singh Koshyari, who was the Governor of Maharashtra, has been discharged the functions of the Governor of Goa in addition to his own duties. The Indo-Tibetan Border Police has launched a Fit India Freedom Run at all its border posts and formations in the country. The campaign is aimed at generating awareness among the masses for Fit India. During this campaign, its troops and officers will undertake a 10-kilometer walk. The campaign started on 15 August under the aegis of the Ministry of Sports. It will culminate on 2nd October this year on Gandhi Jayanti. The ITBP has planned to undertake this mission at all locations throughout the months of August and September to organize the run in association with the civil population of the concerned areas. In what can be called the first of its kind, an online platform for the micro-entrepreneurs in Meghalaya was launched on Sunday at the Infinity Hall, Murlong Latabla Jawai Omchan. A local online aggregator platform with tagline "Market for Everything Local" was launched on the occasion of the 74th Independence Day in the presence of W. Shela, MLA of Jawai. The platform's goal is to give hope to local entrepreneurs who were hit the hardest by the current economic scenario. The platform is already tied up with micro-entrepreneurs from pottery to handicraft and the weaving sector. And to end the news, here are the headlines once again. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu says that innovation should become a people's movement. Says that Odisha has emerged as the winner for the first time in ARIA 2020. The first World Solar Technology Summit will be organized by International Solar Alliance on a virtual platform on 8th of September. Assam Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma addresses press meet, speaks about the new rules in the education sector. India counts a total of 27,06,450 corona positive cases. USA leading the chart, followed by Brazil. And Indo-Tibetan Border Police launches a Fit India Freedom Run. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.